Well, howdy folks. Today we're going to go find a little known dirt road today that needs some exploring. It's on Highway 98 out of Ocotillo, California, which is about 60 miles from where I'm at right now, heading toward Calexico, California. That's on Highway 98, and it's about 10 miles down the road. So this dirt road is called Hocker Drive, and it's just a dirt road. It's about 5 miles long, and it's going to require me to air down my tires mostly for comfort, as it's very, very rocky and bumpy as all get out. Maybe some soft sand too, I'm not exactly sure. And then also Google Maps shows what could possibly be some canyons of sorts, so I really want to do some exploring there and do some drone flights in a different area that you've never seen before, and maybe some gimbal hiking. So are you ready? Here we go. Well, here we are at Hocker Drive, and this is as you can see, the Juan Bautista de Anza National Historic Trail, and this is about a 4.5 mile long road, but there is a web network of all kinds of dirt roads all over the place. But I've got my offline map just in case, and I'm also going to set up my GPS tracking app on my phone so I can actually see where I am, so I can take the right turns and stuff. And so we'll see what happens, and let the adventure begin. I got to go air my tires down, so I'm going to do that up here by the cell phone tower. And then let's go see what we can find. See you in a bit. Okay, we aired down the tires. Got 16 in the back, and I was trying for 17 on the front. On the left front, I got the 19. I left it at 19. And the right front, it seems to be stuck. It won't let air out. So there's something wrong with the stem. Hopefully I can put air back in it, but I can still drive at 19. So, you know, I'm just getting all kinds of tire alerts here on the car because I'm way down on air. So here we go. We're starting out. I have cheated the seatbelt, so you don't have to listen to the seatbelt warning going off all the time. Let's see how the road feels now that I aired down my tires. Oh, that's much better. Much better. Gotta get some of the rattles to stop here. And wait a minute. Let's stop and go to trip 2. Clear it out. There we go. So this whole road should be about 4.5 miles, give or take. Recreation Trail, okay. So SJB, San Juan Bautista, he came through here in 1776. Go figure. With a lot of people, and they faced heat, freezing cold. It was an amazing migration that they made, heading out to the west. And I'm not exactly sure what their final destination was, but it had to be pretty close to San Diego, and maybe even more north to Los Angeles. But yeah, so here we are on SJB's trail. Yep, I knew it was pretty rocky. So anyway, if we run into anything really super cool, I'll bring it back in. So, I'm lost. The best laid plans of mice and men always fall to pieces out here. So, my little map that I built last night on Google Maps, and then connecting it to the car, I could see my route, but the map is like totally confused. So I may have to go just with the offline map and disconnect the phone completely from the car. I don't know. I still have the GPS that's built into the car that leaves cookie crumbs wherever I go. And anyway, you could see the wind turbines in the distance. I know exactly where I am. I'm not but a mile from the road. But I really wanted to find these canyons, and I just walked down a hill behind me, and holy moly, this poor little car would not make it. So, better part of valor, we're going to go back and follow the street signs, I guess you could say, of the adventure trail. So let's go see what we can find. So I'm going to hold this up here, and you can pause it to read it if you like. Dedicated 1990, 33 years ago. And then here's this. And which is prosaically called Badlands. It's just not habitable, it's not improvable, yada yada yada. I don't see anything moving out there except for maybe Border Patrol and then this other visitor dude. But that's what you're looking at here. It's been like this for hundreds of thousands of years, with the exception of the wind turbines, of course. So let's go see what we can find. So I'm going to let you read what the phone said here. And Vian subiendo. That's my new saying now. Mount up. And that's what we're going to do. We are going to mount up and head that way. So see you in a bit. Let's go talk to some Border Patrol. Man, there was some really hairy spots there. I actually scraped the bottom of the car, and there is no going back because going the other way it's not an option. So really fun. This is the hairiest road I've been on, dirt road, in a long time. That was really something, and hopefully it's somewhat civilized for more of my route. So let's go see some Border Patrol boys. So that was actually the U.S. Army out here having fun, just kind of playing with their toys. And I met a young, I think he's a staff sergeant. I'm Navy, and it's really hard for me to tell the ranks of the Army because it's like a whole different world. Super cool dude though. They're out here just playing with their toys, and so had a nice little chit chat there. Gave him my YouTube card. Maybe he'll go check it out. Who knows? But good on you, Chad. Have a good one. As we say in the Navy, fair winds and following seas. So what I think I'm going to do, you can see very far off there is the border. And what we're going to do is we're going to head back to Highway 98 and basically just cross the road, and we are going to head towards whatever that tower is straight ahead. It's kind of like a turquoise green-blue tower. I don't know if you can see it. You might be able to see it in 4K. But yeah, that's where we're headed. And the road looks like it's going to be more civilized because there is no going back. I'll tell you what, that was pretty exciting. I don't think I'll do that again, but I did do it. So I was really proud of me. And you just you know, you just creep along in your car with a high clearance, and four-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, whatever is paramount. And also when you come out here, a disclaimer, make sure you bring a lot of water and bring enough food just to kind of tide you over for 2 days or so. I mean, even though I'm like a mile or so from the road, you never know if you get stuck out here. And in some of the more desolate places, you have to prepare. Because I've seen people come out here with their little two-wheel drive cars, and there was one place where a two-wheel drive car got stuck in the sand, and then they just abandoned the car. They pulled off the VIN. But unfortunately, there's the engine number, so you can trace the car that way. But they abandoned the car. It was kind of a neat little Toyota. So make sure you prepare. Just don't come out here willy-nilly and say, I'm going to go out in the desert and go on some dirt roads. You gotta plan. You gotta take care of yourself. You gotta take care of your vehicle. I mean, all that stuff is really, really muy importante. Eh? So anyway, let's go see what we can find. Enough preaching, right? Hey Randy, stop preaching at me. I know. Got it. See you in a bit. So we're gonna go for a walk. Let's go see what the world looks like out here in the desert. And we got, you see little boys, the ants down there? They're carrying white fluffy seed stuff down there. Work. Let's go see what else we can find. You need to see a coyote or something. Heck, maybe I can even find one of my mylar balloons. What do you think? Yep. Got it. Targeting. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right over there. Got me another one. I cleaned up my backyard yesterday of my desert stuff, and I threw all the mylar balloons out, and I had like 40 of them. Something like that. Ooh, rabbit hole. Gotta watch where you step out here, because you can sink sometimes down about a foot. Just all of a sudden, boom. This is flatlands. A while ago, this was covered with yellow flowers and stuff, but they are all gone now. That's a big balloon. There's a rabbit hole. Wonder if it's got anybody in it. Hello? Piece of fiberglass. Hello, balloon. Damn, you're a big one. I hope Johnny or Jane had a nice birthday. Damn, that sucker is big. Yep. Birthday. Freaking birthdays. Okay. That's one. I don't know if you saw it, but check out my rant on mylar balloons with this when I had them in the backyard when I was cleaning up. Here's where the army boys just went by, and they are way on a hill up there. You see them over there? Way over there. We're gonna go to the top of this hill here. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta start my little walk-a-meter. We want to find out how many steps we take.
Yeah. Across the road. Remember to look both ways before crossing the road. I'll look to the left. I'll look to the right. No vehicles. It is safe to cross. Rabbit holes. Crunchy, crunchy like a birthday. I am so happy I got the EM1 Mark II from my sister. I traded her back with the EM5 Mark III. The EM1 Mark II works so much better with this gimbal. I can start and stop recording via the gimbal. And also, I got the 12mm f2 lens on here. And it's a lot lighter than what I was carrying before. Because I can just let my arm dangle off to the right and just walk. Sure you appreciate that. You know, I'm going to put this balloon down right here. You sit there and wait for me. I'll pick you up later. That way I can switch hands when this thing gets too heavy. I use a balloon as a marker anyway. Even though the car is right back there, that's a pretty good marker. Let's keep going. Walking directly into the sun. I always do that when I go on the hikes out here. I walk directly away from the sun when I go, and then when I come back, I have the sun at my back. And I'm pretty darn close to where I started out, you know, where the car is. Today we're starting out with the walk going right into the sun. But it doesn't matter because this is such flat lands, I could see the car anyway. Look out for that tree! George of the jungle, right? I was thinking of filming today in Cinema 4K, but my drone, I don't think that has Cinema 4K, and I usually shoot in 1920 by 1080, and then I let my software at home upscale it when it's rendering the video and then upload to YouTube. So we're just going to stay at 1920 by 1080 for filming. File sizes are a little bit smaller, even though I'm shooting in all intra. Been doing that for a long time. Don't ask me why. Just seems to look better. But anyway, just so I won't bore you, I'll see you in a bit. So here we are at the kind of the end of the walk, and you can see this is the big panorama, the desert that I really love so much. There's even birds out here. And straight ahead, you can see Oasis. That's the place that got me kicked off of Google Local Guides. You look back at my videos and you can see why that happened. But there it is. Huh, not too far a walk. But over here, go down this rocky ravine, whatever you want to call it. Another rabbit hole. Seen coyote tracks. No snakes. So this is the infamous ocotillo plant. And as you can see, kind of losing all its bloom. Still pretty nonetheless. This is where Ocotillo, California gets its name. So you can see, here's the base. And then we go up, and those spines, you could play them like a piano. It's not dead. Looks dead, but it ain't dead. So anyway, let's go back to the car, and then we're going to head over to, I think it's called Coyote Road number 2. And we'll go see if there's people out there shooting their high-powered weapons. And from there, I don't know. So I won't bore you with the walk back, but see you in a bit.
Well, that was a good walk. 1 mile, give or take. So it was a half mile there, half mile back. And right now my heartbeat is 85 beats a minute. Yeah, that's not bad. So let's see, what time is it? It is 9:45. Too early to go home. You know, I almost lost my Mylar balloon that you saw me set it down. And if I couldn't find it again, then it becomes mine, right? Then I become part of the problem for littering Mylar balloons. Ha! But anyway, I found it. Got it in the car. That's the biggest one I have ever found. That might lift this car with enough gas in it. But yeah, so let's go back to the 98, cross over, and see where we can go. And I'll see you in a bit. Well, here we are on what is called the the old customs road. I've never been on this one, and it goes straight towards my turquoise tower, so that would be interesting. Nice smooth road. I bet I could haul butt on this one. Let's see what we got. Tires are almost flat. We are doing 40. Yeah. Leaving a There, folks, is the United States-Mexico border. How cool is that? It's a lot of new stuff there. I won't get close to the border because the BP guys don't like that, so no use becoming a jerk about it. So we're going to go left. Let's go left. And I'll see you in a bit. So I just stopped and a border patrol came up, and when I got off that nice smooth dirt road, I hung a left there. The sand got so deep I had to keep my speed up. I almost spent the day there. And funny thing is, my border patrol friend there, he was watching me, and he said he would have been down there, would have helped me out. But yeah, lesson learned right there for sure. You never know when you're going to get on a road that gets really soft out here, and you can't stop to turn around and go back, because if you stop, you're done for. The car's going to dig in. And he had a big four-wheel drive vehicle. He said he had to put it in four-wheel drive. So that that was the second, well, that was the first biggest excitement of the day. Man, I had to keep my speed up. I was almost flooring it through the sand just to keep going. And so anyway, I wish I had filmed that for you, but I was like concentrating on trying to stay in old tracks and stuff like that, and holy crud, don't do that again, Randy. That was like not too smart. But anyway, I mean, like, I'm a mile from the paved highway. I've got enough water for days, and one of the border patrol guys would be kind enough to probably pull me to safety for sure. So, but I don't want to, you know, do undue stress on them guys, because they got a heck of a job to do out here. So anyway, let's go back to the smooth dirt road, and then go back and see where we go. So we'll see you in a while. Alrighty, folks. I think we're gonna call it a day. It's like 10:30 out here. Sun's starting to get pretty intense. Had my real excitement of the day, and I think it's time to go home and crack a beer, huh? Start processing this here video. And saw some cool stuff. Finally made Hocker drive loop. That was really cool. So I want to thank you for coming along on another Ride Along with Randy, and I'll see you on the next adventure.